Elon and Nick started at the same company on the same Monday. Same onboarding, same manager, same $52,000 salary, same desk size, same job title on the same org chart. Elon was the harder worker. Everyone in that office knew it. He came in early. He stayed late. He never missed a deadline. He answered emails at 10 p.m. He never complained, never caused drama, never gave anyone a single reason to say anything negative about him. 3 years later, Nick had been promoted twice. $74,000. Corner office. A seat in the quarterly leadership meetings where real decisions got made. Elon was still at his original desk. $54,000 after 2 small raises. Still staying late. Still answering emails at 10 p.m. And for the first time in 3 years, genuinely thinking about quitting. Not because the work got harder. Because he finally asked himself the question he should have asked 18 months earlier. What does Nick know that I don't? Sit with that for a second. Because if you are the person who shows up, does the work, never causes problems, and still feels like you are running in place, this video is going to land differently than anything you've watched about career growth. The answer is not work harder. You're already doing that. The answer is 6 specific moves that the Nicks of every company make quietly, consistently, and deliberately, while most of their colleagues don't even know these moves exist. And here is what should genuinely concern you. Some of these moves are so subtle, so professional, so invisible, that you've probably watched someone do them right in front of you and never realized it was the reason they moved up and you didn't. That stops today. Stay through the entire video. Every point builds. And I'm saving the most powerful move for the end, the one that once you understand it, makes everything else click. Don't skip ahead. Let's get into it. They make their work visible without ever bragging. Here is a belief that quietly destroys careers. My work speaks for itself. No, it doesn't. Not in a company with 30 employees. Definitely not in one with 300. Your manager is managing multiple people, fielding requests from their own leadership, sitting in meetings you never see, and trying to hit targets that have nothing to do with monitoring your daily output. They are not tracking your contributions in real time. Nobody is. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that employees who proactively communicated their progress to their supervisors were rated 23% higher in performance evaluations than employees who produced the exact same output but said nothing. Same work, 23% higher rating. The only variable was communication. Smart employees learned to give brief, timely, professional updates. Not daily, not in a way that feels desperate or needy. Strategically, hey, just wanted to loop you in. I wrapped up the Henderson proposal 2 days ahead of schedule, and the client responded really well. That's it, 30 seconds. And now your manager has a mental note with your name on it, attached to a win. That note accumulates. Accumulated notes become promotion decisions. Visibility is not arrogance. Invisibility is not humility. It is a career choice, and most people are making it without realizing it. They never bring a problem without at least one solution. Picture this. Wednesday morning. Something goes wrong with a client account. 2 employees find out at the same time. The first one walks into the manager's office and says, "Hey, we've got a problem with the Colton account. I don't know what happened, but it's bad." The second one sends a message. "Hey, caught an issue with the Colton account. Here's what I think happened. Here are 2 ways we could handle it. I'm leaning toward option 2, but wanted your input before I moved." Those 2 employees will be remembered very differently in that manager's mind from that day forward. When you bring a problem with no solution, you become additional work. You become someone who requires management. When you bring a problem with a thought-out option, you become a resource. Someone who thinks ahead. Someone who operates above their pay grade. Harvard Business Review research confirms that employees consistently rated highest in leadership potential are not the ones who avoid problems. They're the ones who show up to problems already thinking one step ahead. The habit is not about being right every time. It's about demonstrating the mindset of someone who belongs at the next level, before anyone officially puts you there. They know the difference between being busy and being strategic. Walk into almost any office and ask someone how they're doing. They will say busy every single time, and they'll say it like it's a badge of honor. But here is the hard truth. Busy is easy. There is always something to fill a day. Emails that don't need your full attention. Meetings that don't need your presence. Tasks that feel productive but don't actually move anything forward. Strategic is different. Strategic means your energy is consistently pointed at the work that your organization's leadership actually cares about. The initiatives tied to revenue. The problems that keep executives up at night. The goals reviewed in quarterly business meetings. Smart employees ask one question at the start of every quarter that most employees never think to ask. They go to their manager and say, "What does success look like for this team over the next 90 days? And where can I have the biggest impact?" That one question gives you a map. And employees with a map move faster than employees who are simply busy. Come review time. Nobody is celebrated for how packed their schedule was. They are measured on whether the outcomes that mattered actually moved. Know what those outcomes are. Work backwards from there. Everything else is noise. They carry themselves like the role above before anyone offers it. You've seen this in action, even if you didn't have the language for it. There's always one person in the office who just seems like they belong at the next level. The way they handle pressure, the way they speak in meetings, the way they frame challenges in terms of the business, not just their small piece of it. And somehow, when a leadership role opens up, nobody is shocked that their name comes up. That is not coincidence. That is a deliberate strategy. Research from the Kellogg School of Management found that one of the strongest predictors of promotion is whether a manager already perceives an employee as operating at the next level. Promotions tend to confirm identity, not create it. Smart employees study the people one level above them. How do they communicate? What questions do they ask? How do they respond when something goes wrong? And then they begin, intentionally, authentically, modeling those behaviors in their current role. This is not performance. This is development. And the compound effect of showing up this way, consistently, is that when the decision about your promotion is being made, the answer already feels obvious to everyone in the room. They guard their reputation like it is the most valuable thing they own, because it is. Your reputation in a professional setting is not just how people feel about you. It is the architecture of every opportunity that will ever come your way. Every referral, every introduction, every internal tap for a role before it goes public. All of it runs through reputation, and it is shockingly fragile. One public moment of unprofessionalism, one comment that gets repeated, one meeting where you lost your composure or said something that landed wrong, that can quietly follow you for years inside an organization. Smart employees are deliberate. They don't vent to coworkers about leadership. They don't get pulled into department gossip. They don't fire off emails when frustrated. They don't say anything in a hallway conversation they wouldn't want repeated in a boardroom. As Warren Buffett said, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. Consistency is what builds the strongest professional reputations, not individual performances. The person who shows up the same way every single day, whether the VP is watching or not, is the person whose reputation becomes a career asset that money cannot buy. They keep one eye on the future, while delivering fully in the present. This is the move that separates professionals who build real leverage from employees who spend entire decades hoping someone notices them. Smart employees are always doing two things at once. They are showing up completely for the role they hold today, delivering results, building relationships, growing their reputation. And at the same time, they are quietly building the skills, the visibility, and the external network for the role they want next. They don't wait to be promoted before acting like someone who deserves it. They don't wait for a performance review before updating their resume. They don't wait for a layoff announcement to start developing relationships outside the company. They treat their career like a business. Their skills are the product. Their reputation is the brand. Their network is the distribution channel. And they are always investing in all three, even when things feel stable and comfortable. Because here is what stable and comfortable actually looks like from the outside. It looks like preparation for a moment that hasn't arrived yet. And when that moment does arrive, when the role opens up, when the company restructures, when the right conversation happens, the prepared employee steps into it. The comfortable employee is caught off guard. As Jim Rohn said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. That one principle, applied consistently over 5 years, produces a completely different life than the one you are currently on track for. Here is where we land. Elon kept working hard and kept waiting to be seen. Nick learned these 6 moves, some by instinct, some by mentorship, some by painful experience, and he applied them quietly, consistently, every single week. The difference between their careers was not talent, not luck, not who the boss liked better. It was 6 deliberate habits, compounded over time, until the gap became impossible to ignore. You now have the full playbook: visible communication, solution-first thinking, strategic focus over hollow busyness, leadership presence before the title, an unshakable reputation, and a career you are actively building, not passively waiting for. Pick one of these moves and start today, not next Monday. Today. If this video gave you something real, hit that like button right now. Subscribe so you never miss what comes next. And drop a comment telling me which one of these 6 you needed to hear the most. Because the employees who watch this and do nothing will still be waiting next year. The ones who act today, they'll be the Nick in someone else's story. And that version of you starts right now.